change. The word alone can be challenging. How do we get started? Where will the change lead? Don't sit there and worry about it. Be the change. Welcome to Be the Change Radio. Host Christina Bloom has been a professional psychic and spiritual advisor for 20 years, offering psychic and mediumship readings for individuals and groups. She also teaches several classes in psychic development and metaphysics. In addition, she is an author who has published 2 books so far and is the co-owner of Moonbow Publications and Productions, LLC. Are you ready for that change now? Here is your host of Be the Change Radio, Christina Bloom.
Hey everybody, welcome to Be the Change Radio. You're listening to us on WLTK, Let's Talk Radio. And we have a fun show for you tonight because I brought my posse with me. So I realize that I'm kind of old and saying that word probably sounds ridiculous. Don't care at all. Not even a little bit. Do want to say hi to the chat room. Rez, Lee, Courtney, and Terry. Hello. So glad you guys are with us tonight. I am going to go through. I added September, by the way, to my list of stuff I'm doing. Hey, Robin. So you got a lot to listen to here. Let's see. Tomorrow night, for anybody who is in my Christina Bloom, Your Spiritual Advisor group, I'm doing a Facebook Live on resentment and victimhood. So, hey, Gail, anybody who wants to tune in for that one, I think it's going to be a good talk. Obviously, your only way to talk to me is through chat, but I think it's going to be a good talk. I think that there's some really good stuff that we can run across in there. Hi, Amy. Thanks for being here. So that's tomorrow night in my group. And then on Wednesday night is the online Akashic Reading Your Akashic Records class. So we have, I think, 4 spots left in that class if anyone wants to grab those. Hi, Mort. Thanks for being here. Let me see. All right. So this coming Sunday, the 13th, I am going to be at Organic Energy Healings in Janesville, Wisconsin. And I will be teaching a workshop on empathy and anxiety. So a lot of people, hi, Sherry. A lot of people have been really, I guess, coming forward and saying, wow, what do I do with all of this empathy? What do I do with that? My anxiety is out of control. First of all, that's the first thing we do is stop saying my anxiety, stop claiming it. But that's another story. So we'll be doing that live and in person at Organic Energy Healing. Sorry, I said that wrong. In Janesville. On the, you know what? I can't read my handwriting. 18th from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. I will be at Gem Goddess Emporium in Plattsburgh, New York. And I will be doing a channeling there, a trance channeling. So if you happen to be in Northern New York and you have not yet registered for this, get on over to Gem Goddess Emporium and get registered for it because it's going to be pretty mind-blowing from what I understand. Nobody wrote this, Courtney. It is all ad lib. All right. The 19th, it's finally going to be here, like in, I don't know, 2 weeks, maybe a little less than 2 weeks. I'm so excited. Elizabethtown Fairies and Magical Creatures Festival, again, in upstate New York. And Northern New York, in case, you know, members of my Adirondack Park Paranormal Society are listening and going to correct me there. But Northern New York, Elizabethtown Fairies and Magical Creatures Festival. And I am so excited about that. I got to order my fairy wings yet because I hadn't done that yet. I got to do that. Hi, Lorena. All right. From 1 to 3 p.m. on the 20th, I will be back at Gem Goddess Emporium in Plattsburgh. And I'll be doing an introduction to intuitive use psychic development. Again, you have to register at the store or give them a call, find out how they want you to register. But that is at Gem Goddess Emporium on Margaret Street. All right. On the 30th of August, I've got some other stuff going on there. It's mostly personal stuff, so I'm not announcing it. But on the 30th of August, I will be a guest on Deidre Sanford's self-care show. So I'm super excited about that and really looking forward to that. And then on September 9th, I will be in Stevens Point at the Soul and Synergy Psychic Fair at the Holiday Inn. Terry Flick, who is in here, you can give us more information about that if you'd like, because that's going to be super cool. On September 13th, there will be another online class, but the topic has not yet been determined. That will be determined by by the people in the class Wednesday night. They get to choose the topic for the next class. That's the way I do it. So there you go. I love Deidre too, Amy. She's amazing. No, you were pretending to be looking. Oh, honey, this paper's a mess. All right. On the 16th of September, I will be again with Soul and Synergy, but we're going to be in Ashland, Wisconsin. So that'll be a good one, way up north. And on the 30th, just announced today, People's Celebration Fair at Wild Blue Wander in Lake Linden, Michigan. I will be there on September 30th. In between here and there, I do have individual appointments available. So just message me on Facebook and I can get you set up for your individual psychic reading, past life regression, Akashic Records reading, whatever it is that you are feeling drawn to. So that is my announcements and spiel for the day. And I just want to show off my grandson's artwork because, you know, he does art on the back of all my notes. So there we go. Showed off Lucian's artwork. Okay, so I said I had my posse with me tonight. Oh, the Great Lakes Paranormal Conference. I actually had that written down and didn't say it. I'm so sorry, Craig and Melissa. So Great Lakes Paranormal Conference is September 22nd through the 24th. I am going to be doing on Friday the 22nd at 11:30. I will be doing a workshop on self-protection during paranormal investigations. And then on Sunday evening at 5 o'clock, I will be doing a gallery reading. You can buy tickets for that, for either one, through the Great Lakes Paranormal Conference Facebook page. There's links in there where you can go to purchase tickets for those things. I'm also going to be hosting during that, I will be doing one of the late night, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Paranormal investigations. So you can sign up for that as well by going to that Facebook page. Okay, thank you, Lee. I can't believe I looked right at it and didn't say it. I'm so sorry. It's at the Haunted Glenbeulah School in Glenbeulah, Wisconsin. If you've not been to Glenbeulah, don't blink. You will miss it. It's a very teeny tiny little town, but that school is pretty cool. So super excited about that. All right. So I am going to bring my posse out. Now my posse is the Soulful Sharing Circle, and we do a podcast together every Thursday. It's through the Clubhouse app, and we always have interesting discussions. And I thought, you know what? They haven't been on this show in a while. Let's bring them back. Cool. And could you just introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself, just so that, you know, the audience knows a little bit about you. Marilyn, you're first in line in my screen, so you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Marilyn, and I'm from Alberta, Canada, and I'm an intuitive.
Awesome. Diane?
Hey, I'm Diane Novak, and I'm in California. And I'm a light worker, empath, intuitive. There's a list of things, but a lot of different stuff.
Author, publisher.
Yes, that too.
Hi, Shelley. All right, Tammy.
Okay, hello. My name is Tammy Jean, and I am a self-love coach. I am also a light worker, an empath, and all the things. I focus mainly on tarot, and I have a business. I make jewelry from healing crystals. So that is called Mending Hearts Crystal Therapy. So the point is not necessarily the jewelry, but the crystals being able to be on your person. So that's what I do. And I'm in Pennsylvania, Eastern Pennsylvania, and we just had horrible storms come through our area. So I'm very grateful to be here.
We weren't quite sure Tammy Jean was going to make it tonight.
We usually lose power, but we still have internet. So
Awesome. Tara, what do you got for us?
Hi, I'm Tara. I am a soul alignment coach, oracle card reader, and energy healer, light worker, empath, all the other things as well. That makes us all of the things that we have our gifts or brings out our gifts in us. And I am also in Canada.
Awesome. You and Marilyn are pretty close to each other, aren't you? I mean,
Yes.
relatively. Okay.
Yeah, very close. Same city.
Awesome. Probably the only two people in here that have actually met in person.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
We are missing a couple of people. Sherry and Jen were not able to join us this evening, but we are in here to have a great conference. I have not read any of what you guys put in the private chat, so I'm going to be surprised. We decided we're going to talk about whatever the hell we decide to talk about tonight. So whoever wants to jump in, feel free.
I said something up here. I can't find my mouse, so I can't scroll up the way I would like to here.
I feel like Diane wants to start it.
There you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to see what we're talking about tonight. Go ahead, Diane.
Well, okay. So we're going to talk about how your tribe can be any place. And because of the great technology we have, we can be all over the country and all over the world, really. And we can still be, we can still find our tribe. As you just heard, all of us are from all over the country. Only 2 people have met in person, but we have been together for over a year in our Soulful sharing circle. And we meet every Thursday morning at 8 o'clock Pacific. And we talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about.
That's right. We try to have a topic, not that we ever stay on it.
Yeah. And when we get stumped for a topic, we pull some oracle cards and we have a discussion about that. And the great thing about that is from that clubhouse that we have been in and together in for over a year, we have built our tribe. And our tribe is very supportive of us and each other. And we share things that happen in our lives and say, I'm really feeling blank, blank, blank. How about everybody else? And somebody say, oh, yeah, me too. Or no, not me today, but this and that and that and this. And we get to find out that we're not alone. And we get to find out that there's other people that have gone through what we're going through and will help us walk our walk and on our path a little bit easier. And we learn a lot. And I think that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So I'll let somebody else come in.
All right. I just want to say hi, Greg. I can see you. I was just looking at a different chat room when you popped in. And did I miss anyone else? I don't think I missed anyone else. Okay. All right. I'm in Wisconsin because I didn't say that up front right away. And I know that, not all the same people are going to be listening all the time. So I'm in Wisconsin. So we have Wisconsin, California, Pennsylvania, and Alberta, Canada represented right here in this chat room tonight, or right here in this radio show tonight. So I want to thank you all for agreeing to come on, because I know you don't like cameras, but it's okay.
That's one of the benefits of Clubhouse is we don't have to brush our hair or
No,
makeup on her.
Oh, Greg is out of Arkansas. All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm just going to jump in here real quick. And I feel like I was kind of a newcomer to this group about a year ago, maybe a little more than a year ago. And you ladies have welcomed me with open arms and gotten me through some of the most difficult things in my life. And I've never met any of you in person. And you are definitely my soul tribe. I mean, there is just no way that I would have been able to get through all of that without the support of that chat room, without the support of the clubhouse, without you being there and letting me know that you're there all the time. And I just can't thank you all enough for it. I am so grateful. So grateful. You've just been amazing, all of you. And what I
I
love
think,
about it, go ahead, Tara.
no, I was going to say, I think that's the power of community. That's the power of connection. Because I
Mhm.
know, I mean, I share the same sentiments. There's been lots of stuff that I've gone through too that I've relied on you guys. And I love that. And I love that that's what we have. And I think there's so many people out there that are looking for that connection, looking for that tribe, that haven't found it yet. And it's such a blessing when you do.
It really is. And, there are a lot of people are so down on technology. Put your phone down, spend the time with the people in front of you. But you know what? Sometimes that just doesn't apply. I mean, like without technology, we wouldn't know each other. We wouldn't have this great sisterly love that we have for one another. And I just think it's amazing.
I think that's such a great point because I hear that all the time too, and people commenting, "Oh, that's it. I'm done with Facebook. I'm tired of the negativity." And I have to say, I have set my protections up on Facebook and things like that, but I don't have negativity on mine. I
I don't
have
either.
like you guys and things
Mhm.
like that, and I have positive people, and I have funny people, and I have you know ones that feed my soul. Yeah, there's a few negative comments, but I mean, one out of every million's not that bad.
Right?
And
Exactly.
so, and I'm not going to focus on that. So I think that that's kind of, yes, I understand that being down on technology, but I think you need to, I don't even know how to say it. There is, like you said, there's no way we would have connected, all of us, and found each other as supports without it. So there's
Mhm.
so many positives if you set the right intentions and set the right energy around your feeds. But
Right.
of course, if you're spewing negativity, you're going to attract that too. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. And the other thing is like how I got into this group was initially through Tara, through a guy from England living in France. So I mean, like, the world is so connected now, and I just love that the world is so connected, and I'm very grateful for that. And again, you find what you're looking for.
mhm.
Tammy.
Yeah, I wanted to say that a few years back when I first started learning about tarot and then learning to read tarot and getting all these different readings, which give you insight. And I kept getting like, you're going to find your tribe, you're going to find your tribe. And it's like, how, and who would have thought that, one of the benefits of very few of COVID was that we all found this technology and Zoom and we're able to connect. I mean, I found a networking group. That's how I met Diane Novak. I mean, there were benefits as far as bringing us together as a community and getting us in the direction of getting back to community and supporting each other, especially as women, because we've been turned against each other in a lot of ways in society. So this has brought a lot of us together and supporting each other. And I love, like, even today, like in our little chat group, it was, I'm feeling like this. Well, so am I, and so am I, and so am I. it's
Yeah.
incredible to me how many times we're all feeling kind of the same way for the most part, and we're so just energetically. And
Yeah.
to me, putting it out there and even in my Facebook group, Mending Hearts with Self-Love, I like to be vulnerable and say, I'm feeling like this or that, or, who else is feeling that way? Like, we're not alone in it. We don't have to hide it. We don't have to pretend that everything's okay anymore. It's okay to have a bad day.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I also love what Shelly Bean said here. She said, I'm told that healers are spread out on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. We all agree
I
with you, Shelly.
I actually heard something recently about there's only a very, very small percentage of light workers, but we're all spread out and we're all where we are for a reason, just to spread that light. Yeah, it's an incredible thing.
Women banded
When
together are unstoppable. Sorry,
Yeah.
I interrupted.
yeah, no, that's okay. We walk on each other's words all the time.
We do,
We
don't
do
we?
all
Like,
the
we're
time,
fighting
yeah.
for space.
And Lee, yes, you're absolutely right, Lee. It's incredible what women can do together. Absolutely unstoppable.
So when I think about, these light workers, like Shelley Bean said, light workers spread out on purpose. And to me, the picture that comes to my head is what we've talked about before, is the light web that goes all the way around the world.
Yes.
And we kind of plug into this light web from wherever we are, and it activates, and it just strengthens and grows this light web. Tara and I first started doing some work together before we ever started the clubhouse room, and we did some light work together. And our mantra is, "Are you ready to amplify this shit?" And that's how we started, was to start to amplify the shit. And we had this vision of when we amplified what we were focusing on, and we were doing just our own work, whatever it happened to be at the time, but we did it together at the same time. And then I could actually see the ripple effect going all around the world. And we started that early in our relationship together. So
I love that.
it's spreading and spreading.
Yeah. Cast that net.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think too, I want to add in, because I've heard that too, that we are strategically placed. I think along with that, like we think of like the ley lines and energy lines within the earth, we're strategically placed within that too. And so it may not even just be, like Diane said, like creating, there's so much energy around the planet and around our atmosphere, let's say, that we are in the exact place we're meant to be. And so I know Shelley Bean, and I love your name, Shelley Bean. I have to say that.
I know, it's adorable.
I just read that, you were in a chat room talking about feeling alone. There's so many people, especially people who are awakening and ascending, who are feeling alone because a lot of maybe their family members aren't, or their friends aren't, or as many of us can attest to, as you awaken and ascend, your group changes and you lose people in your life. And it's not good, bad, or anything. It's not anything against anyone. It's just you don't vibrate with that same frequency anymore. And so the universe takes these people out of your life, which can make you feel very alone until you find your tribe.
And Courtney to the rescue. And then you find people like you guys. I love Courtney. Hello, Teresa. Thank you for being here.
It also has what we tolerate changes as well. Like, I'm not able to tolerate fake people anymore, or that artificial, whatever you want to call it. I can't do it anymore. Being true and authentic and finding true authentic people, it's so important. And my whole circle changed. Everything completely changed when my energy shifted.
Yeah.
And I don't care anymore, what people think of me. I cared too much for a very long time. We were too concerned about what everyone else thought.
Yeah.
How we look, how we act. Oh, don't be goofy, or don't be weird, or don't say that. It doesn't matter anymore. Especially, I don't know, just maybe it's people I'm around. Maybe other people don't feel that way, but it doesn't seem to matter anymore.
You're a weird one.
I'm with you. It doesn't matter anymore. What did Tara just make? I have no bandwidth.
Yeah, because I don't know. We have zero bandwidth for BS. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I love too that we're all so much more. I mean, like, even on a show, like I never would have thought that I would show up in a tie-dye t-shirt on camera to do a show. And yes, it's radio, and yes, it's going to be turned into a podcast. And anybody listening to the podcast who is not here watching this would never know that I'm wearing a tie-dye t-shirt, right? But
I love that you are.
I love that I am too. It's like I'm bright. I'm always bright. But even when I don't feel bright, I dress bright because it helps me feel bright because of the vibration of the colors. But that's a whole different topic. But I just wanted to say that in one of our clubhouse calls, it was someone who was in there. And by the way, I just want to say that the Clubhouse podcast is open mic. You can come in and join the podcast. Anybody who's in there listening can join the podcast and share what they wanted to share. So that is like the only open mic podcast I'm aware of. But I think it's really cool. Anyway, so what I was going to say was that there was somebody in the podcast one day a few weeks ago that was saying that she's met people online, but she doesn't really have a tribe in her neighborhood. She doesn't really have people in her neighborhood that she can be with one face to face. I have to say, like, I get so much more out of this than I do trying to talk to people in my neighborhood who might not understand anything I'm saying. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally get that. I mean, Tara and I kind of know each other by accident through the powers of social media, and for some reason her posts started coming up in my Facebook feed, more than likely because I was searching for things, and the algorithm, and that's kind of how we met. Otherwise, we live on opposite ends of the city and probably would have never connected at most places. Maybe we would have ran into each other at one store that we both like. So the power of social media, it really works. And for myself, with the COVID lockdowns and also being so sick that I couldn't leave my home, really put me in a position that I needed to get out there and find myself some good whole people that had the same beliefs as I had, and I mean, and Tara invited me into the group, and it's just been a blessing. Like I'm probably the one that talks the least on our podcast, but because I'm so mesmerized by what all of yous have to say, I'm just usually just sitting there listening.
She's under our spell, ladies.
Yeah,
We got her. We got her.
We got her.
I didn't say anything. Yeah, but I'm very aware of the years of work that you ladies have put in, and I'm kind of the beginner of the group and stuff, so I just eat all that up. Like,
we all support each other and we all carry each other along. I'm pretty new at this considering everybody else here too. So I'll be the toddler. You're the baby and I'm the toddler.
I'm too gray to be a toddler.
Age doesn't matter.
Age does not matter.
No, it does not matter.
Not
And
one
what
bit.
is cool too is that Marilyn, you feel like you're new to it and everything. And yes, maybe in your awareness you're new, but you have some mic drop moments come out of your mouth that make us all just, go, whoa, Marilyn. I think Marilyn just shut us all up for a minute, kind of contemplating what you said, Marilyn. So it really doesn't matter how experienced you are, how old you are, how long you've been doing, or you not really practicing any of this work. It doesn't matter.
I think I've always been aware that I had an internal dialogue going.
Mm-hmm.
I just had never put a name to it,
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always been there. I just thought it's just always been a part of my being. So, it's been eye-opening to go, oh, okay, that's not normal for people, or some people. Like, so from that point of view, this has been great because it speaks to a lot of that I've always done, but I just never had a name for it.
I think I was going to jump on with what Diane said, and then I totally forgot what I was going to say, so never mind.
It's
That
okay.
happens.
It'll come back.
It will, if it's meant to.
I want to say that, like, with Marilyn, like, she definitely, we all have different gifts, and that's all great. I'm not comparing or whatever, but it was interesting to me when Marilyn told me my spirit guide's name. I was like, really? Lenore. And I always, and because of her, I was able to connect with my guide and draw a picture of her and kind of get more of a feel. Okay, I'm not alone. I do have, guides and people supporting me. So that was wonderful. So
Yeah.
I think that's so beautiful too, though. I think, like you said, Tammy Jean, we all have different gifts and we all have different, I don't want to say levels, but we all have different awarenesses. And so that is such the important part of the tribe, though, is that we all show up with our gifts and we share it with each other. And we work together and we help each other and we support each other. And that's, to me, why it's so, so important to be part of a tribe. Because the circumstances my life is in, I live alone. And I have been on this journey for several years now. And it has been incredibly difficult to be alone through that. And so having people I've had people around me, but I've had to pick what I say, or, oh, they won't understand that, or they don't get that, or they'll think I'm crazy for thinking that, and so I've had to pick and choose what I could say to people, and that doesn't feel comfortable either. But to be able to find your tribe where you can go, bleh, whatever you want to say and be okay with it and be understood, even if you're not totally understood.
Right. Right. Yeah. At least have the freedom to be able to just say what you need to say and not be judged for it.
Absolutely.
That's huge.
Yeah. And there are times when, one of us will post something and then somebody else will go, can you clarify that? Or what do you mean by that? Or, whatever. But that's okay, because that gives each of us the opportunity to clarify for ourselves what we're thinking, what we're feeling, being able to find that clarity. And speaking of clarity, we got bills to pay at this station. So we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to pick this up wherever we pick it up. All right. Well. Looking for a unique paranormal experience? The Haunted Rock Island YMCA Paracon, October 7th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. is just the event you're looking for. You will have the opportunity to investigate the Haunted Rock Island YMCA with ACG Paranormal. Visit with over 60 paranormal and metaphysical vendors from 8 or more states. And pre-order your t-shirts at dvinar@aol.com. Visit a psychic gallery reading, mediums, tea leaf reading, animal communication, dream interpretation, aura reading, tarot and oracle card readings, or get a Reiki healing. See a demonstration of the Estes method by Carly Bird. Presentations by Nick Simons and Aaron G. Thompson of 28 Days Haunted, Greg Bakken from Ghostbox Radio, and headliner Rick Hayes, along with many folks you'll see on Paraflix. Be sure to like and follow our sponsors: Paraflix, WLTK-DB Talk Radio LLC, Studio 6 Productions, Unturned Pages, and Ocean Eye Crystals. General admission is only $5, and all proceeds go directly to the Haunted Rock Island YMCA. For more information on the Haunted Rock Island YMCA Paracon and vendors, look for them on Facebook under Events. Yeah, me and Courtney, we're having a dance party. Did we lose Tammy?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Well, anyway, it's 34 minutes past the hour.
Oh, no, she's back.
Welcome back to Be the Change Radio. That's what you're listening to on WLTK. And I would like to just, I wanted to bring up this so that, because... Let's see. Shelly Beans had posted something on here during the break. Would try to find a tribe that is interested in me personally and not me as a client. Shelly Beans, I put the link up here.
I was totally going to comment because I was reading the comments during the break. I get that. And
Yeah.
although we all have businesses and we are in this work professionally, it's not for us. Our clubhouse is not about us gaining clients. I mean, if someone wants to work with us, then fine. But it's not about us competing. It's not about us getting clients. Diana and I decided to start this because we were feeling like we talked about. We were feeling like we just wanted to create a safe place where we could all just talk. And that's exactly what it is. Everyone is welcome to speak. There's no, we have moderators, but we really don't do anything other than invite other people up to speak. The only thing is like you've noticed with our chats tonight, if the good conversation gets going, you kind of have to, I don't want to say fight, but you kind of just have to jump in. Because
You gotta bully
sometimes
your way in.
yeah, because sometimes we get on a roll and but everyone is welcome to talk. And you don't have to. You could just sit and listen too. But please come and join us because that's what we're there for. All of us is to create that community and to be there as a support. And again, if you want to work with one of us, then that's fine. You can find us on your own time. But if not, that's fine too.
Yep. And here's the link for the Clubhouse Soulful Sharing Circle every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific. So for those of us in 8 a.m. Pacific, that's 10 a.m. for those of us in the Midwest. So just so that y'all know, we have to exist in multiple time zones. So I'm always like, wait, what time is it where?
Oh my gosh, the time zone brilliance of this group.
And I work with someone in the UK too, so there's another time zone.
Oh my
Right?
god. I don't even have a clue what that is.
Well,
Don't even try Australia. I had a client in Australia and I was like, it was like a day ahead or a day behind. And I'm like, okay, that's way too much.
It's like a 14-hour difference, I think.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
no, that was way too much for me because we were trying to book an appointment and it was like, not good.
It's I've been talking with a couple people in Australia and they say, okay, now you're seeing into the future because they are tomorrow.
Yes.
For us.
They're almost
And
a
it's
full
like-
day ahead of us.
It's like hard to wrap my head around it, but yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Hi, Keith. Keith pops in just to say hi and have a great week, and then he leaves because he gets up early and he's on East Coast time. So I love that you pop in every week and just say hi.
Yeah,
and,
That's cool.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. So the Clubhouse, that is an app that you get through your app store, right? Whether you have an iPhone or an Android, they finally fixed the Android problem. So now we can actually pop on without having to put it, redo it every week. But that's where you get the Clubhouse app. So if you want to join us, you have to get it from your app store, whatever that is for you. So I just wanted to let people know that in case they want to join us Thursday morning. And
I wanted to say something about the Facebook group link that was up before that. We talked about those of us that are here and a couple extra people that couldn't be here tonight. We have a private chat that we've been in for a long time and we've really, really helped each other. And then we all have had these thoughts about, I feel this would be good for somebody. But there really wasn't a place to invite them to at the time. So Tara took on the job of making a new Facebook group, and it's called SSC, standing for Soulful Sharing Circle. And it's called SSC Chat, right? Is that what it's called?
Find your tribe.
Find your tribe.
Find your tribe. Sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Tribe.
A couple of people have already, it's popped up on here. A couple of people have already requested to join it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
And we're all moderators of that group. So any one of us can let you in.
Yeah.
I have to get in there because I didn't have service last week. Our internet was down. So I remembered tonight I need to get in there. So
Yeah, you do.
Tammy's not yet a moderator, but she will.
I'm working on it.
I did, yeah. Courtney says I did. And that also is open mic kind of a thing to just talk about whatever we want to talk about. And it's not intended for any of us to sell what we do. And that's probably one of the few things that I shouldn't say it in that way. If we find somebody that's there to sell and sell and sell, they won't be there very long. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
No.
But if you connect with someone and you say, hey, I want to have a tarot reading, you know who to call and get a hold of.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I want people to feel free to share their gifts because we are here to help each other.
Right.
And so I want them to feel free to share their gifts. But like you said, it's not about getting clients. And if someone is, they're not going to be there long. But if you have, say, Christina has a class coming up or something and she wants to put on there because we're talking about channeling or we're talking about, you know, whatever may be coming up, then feel free to put that out there. And I'm fine with that. But again, if you are just there to get clients, and we know we're energy workers, we feel it, we're
We'll
empaths.
know.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah.
the intention behind it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So feel free and we would love to have you.
Yes, Lee, you can join if you're
Let's-
not in the biz.
Yes, Lee, please do.
Absolutely.
Yes, please join us because it really is about building a community. And just because you're not making money off of your gifts, you are incredibly gifted. And I know you personally. I know that you are incredibly gifted. So just because you're not choosing to do it as a business doesn't make any gift less valuable.
It's a support
And-
system. It's a support system to
It is.
be there
It
for
is.
each other. Yeah.
And we
And
all need a
everyone
support
has
system
wisdom to
these days.
share.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
So there it is again. Find your tribe. There's the Facebook group link. Also, some of the other things that we talk about are just, I want to talk about humor because we spend a lot of time laughing,
Yes, we did.
a crazy amount of time laughing and sharing memes. And I just want to say, I would like to see that continue in this group. I would like to see people sharing humor. I would like to see people laughing and crying and sharing and just being, we set this, or Tara set it up to be a safe space, right? So we're safe in there. And I just want everyone to know, if you're looking for a safe space to find a community, we're there.
I think that's such a great point, Christina, because it's about life, which is
Yes.
funny and sad and tragic and beautiful and all of the things. And
Yep.
so, yeah, I totally agree. And yes, who doesn't need a good laugh?
Right? You find some really good stuff too.
I like memes. They're just my thing.
Squirrels.
And the other thing is, at least Tammy and I are really big on sharing photographs. So, I'm hitting the road again in 10 days. So y'all are going to be seeing all kinds of pictures of Ontario because I get to actually cut through Ontario this time. I haven't done that in a really long time.
Oh, you're coming to Canada.
Canada. Yes, but I'm not going that far west. I'm going east.
I want to be where you are, Christina. All those things that you're doing sound so fun.
I know.
I'm like, I
right?
want to be there.
We'll be there.
I'm
I should.
I'm finding a community in my area that's doing a lot more things. I'm connecting with the right people finally, and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
To get myself out there. And there's a local guy that does podcasts and the crystal, the shops, and I'm finding it locally here too, which I think is beautiful. It's not just, that's the thing. I found you guys. I have another smaller tribe. I have a, local tribe. I mean, it's amazing how much it's all happening all over,
I think that's beautiful, though, Tammy, because I think once you start and you kind of lose that, oh, nobody's there or there's nobody that I can talk to, then you just keep inviting that energy in.
Mm-hmm.
And it just keeps expanding and expanding and expanding.
Snowball.
Yeah. I'm just popping up random comments here because I actually am part of this tribe on the screen. I'm also part of the tribe in the chat room. So We got it going back and forth here, and it's all good. And yeah, the big joke in the chat room is Bill's nuts. And if you don't watch my show on a regular basis, you don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you can have more than one tribe. It doesn't have to just be
Yeah.
one group of people. It can be more than that.
Good point.
I've interconnected some of my tribe members, and it's grown, and it's a beautiful web for sure.
It sure is. It
Love
sure
that
is.
word web.
Yeah.
Yep. Shelley, I put this up here because I'm not really sure I understand it. I heard that it was an Irma who took out the Pfizer building recently. Leave it to a cat to knock something off the table. I don't understand the reference. I also don't watch the news. So if that was in the news, that's why I don't understand
Yeah,
the
no,
reference.
me neither.
No, me
But if you
neither.
could explain it, I'm really interested in the connection there.
Yeah, if it's not on TikTok, I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah. Marilyn is the TikTok queen.
I block a lot on TikTok too, but there's a lot of good out there too.
Yeah.
There is.
Absolutely.
Just
It's
like
really what you
Facebook,
look
it can be
for.
what you build it to be. It doesn't.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Bill's nuts are good. That had to do with the place where I had Logan's Memorial. The guy who owns it, his name is Bill, and he has contracted with a snack company to produce Bill's nuts.
Nice.
So
Yeah, you
yes.
can run with that one.
Yeah. That might be popular. Booth
Yeah.
too.
Are they
Oh
moist?
goodness, there's that word.
No, let's hope not, Courtney. All right, let's see. There was an unusual tornado direct at Pfizer vaccine production building. That's interesting.
Oh.
Oh.
All right,
Huh.
let's just bring
That's
those,
a whole nother conversation.
Wow.
I was gonna
Is
say,
that like light workers at work, maybe?
The witches are at work.
reproduce really. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is it. I did not know that. That is
Nope.
interesting. Okay. Huh.
Have any of you actually worked on changing the weather and seen it happen?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I have too.
Yes. Weather witching.
Yep.
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 Well, we did that to try to help Sherry when that 6 feet of snow was headed her way.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, we did. All
My
right.
sister
And-
can do
and-
water. That's kind of cool.
I did that for you, Tammy Jean, this afternoon too.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. What did you say, Marilyn?
I said my sister can do the water witching. You know, with the stick.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Courtney says yes. I assume that means changing the weather.
Yep.
Yeah.
Courtney's magic. Courtney
We
is
need to
just
talk
magic.
we need to connect with Shelly Beans. We need to have a conversation. I'm loving her already.
I just love her name. She needs to come to
There's a-
Clubhouse.
There's a girl that comes on my Monday Night Tarot that's name is Sue B. And I just love to say her name. So
Let's see. The
Oh,
Galactic
that-
Federation has what time directive to not interfere with Earth? But there is gossip that one of the Ermin did it despite the Prime Directive. Okay.
what is Irma?
I'm not sure.
I'm guessing that's what the storm's called. That's what I took it as.
One of the Irma
Did not.
did it.
Did
Irma,
it
I think
despite the
maybe
Prime
is
Directive.
a member of the Galactic Federation. Is that
Oh,
what I'm
maybe a
getting out
higher
of that?
being. Right.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm
I
guessing.
don't know.
Yeah.
But I think
So
that
Shelly
brings up an
Beans.
important point. That all conversations are welcome within our Facebook and within Clubhouse.
Right?
Yeah.
And
And you
nothing
don't
was
have
ever-
to agree with anyone either, but you do
No.
have to be polite and respectful.
Yep.
Right?
Again, you're out if you're not.
Yep.
We can be tough too.
Yep.
But I don't feel like anyone who we're attracting and energetically putting our energy into inviting is going to be out.
Right. Well, the thing that you said we can be tough too, and that was one thing before we went to break that I was going to comment on about in our group, in our core tribe, we say, you know, this and this and this is happening to me or something, and one of us is likely to say, well, you might not
Oh.
like what I have to say, but this is what I'm getting about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So the
Thanks,
it's
Kelly. I
race,
hear
a
you.
cat race.
It's a race of an alien race of cat. They're similar to felines.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that must be one of their whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a really good point, Diane, because your tribe doesn't always need to be agree with you. Let's just say that.
Right. Right.
Because it's that being honest and it's having that trust and because I know when I ask you guys questions like what do you think about this, I don't want the fluffy answer. I want what you're getting. And if it's Tara, you're being nasty or whatever, that's okay. And I think that's the important part of a tribe.
I think so too.
I agree too. The trust and the truthfulness. And through this tribe, I have learned how better to say things that might be considered, I don't know if hurtful is the right word, but not the fluff. I have learned to say it in a better way.
Honest.
What?
Honest and authentic.
Yes, honest and authentic.
Yeah.
And it's something that some of us have to learn how to do, because we've been so used to not being honest and authentic.
Well, you're not allowed. You're looked down upon if you say what you really think, or we've been raised and taught in this society to be a certain way and act a certain way, and this is appropriate and this is not appropriate, and it doesn't matter how we feel. It only matters how we look. There's a song about that.
Yeah. I agree with you. It's like I feel like as we are ascending, we are stepping into a new reality. We are stepping into a more casual reality. We're stepping, there's a lot less formality in a lot of places, like here, for instance.
It's the age of Aquarius. We're out of that Pisces age. Yeah.
Yep. And I also feel like, even those of us who have business pages or business groups, we can be authentic in those, and we can say, look, I'm really hurting. I can't do this today. Or we can say, I really need the support of the group today. If you could just, send me some energy, and I can send energy. And through my group, I mean, I don't charge anything through my business group at all. Like, I have the classes, but you have to actually register for those. I don't have like the separate group thing where you have to have a membership or whatever to join. Although that doesn't, I might start a Patreon site. I'm still researching that.
I was going to say, aren't you starting one?
Well, yeah, but that's a different thing. That's not a Facebook group.
True.
It's a different website. Mm-hmm. But I just love that we, even as the practitioners, can be real. Mm-hmm. Because if I couldn't have been real about what happened in my life this winter, I probably would not be here talking to any of you. I had to be able to have a safe space to land, and you all provided that for me. And I am forever grateful for that. Thank you. Thank you.
And we're honored, if I may speak for everyone, we're honored to have been there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a very special and sacred time.
Yeah. I feel like it still is.
Yes.
I agree.
It feels like it's been a long time, but it really hasn't been it's been like 5 months.
Yeah.
That's not a long time.
Nope.
No.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Not.
And I know I took some time off of the show when that happened.
New history too. So
I can't hear you, Marilyn.
I said you're creating a new history too, so that's always going to be interwoven.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, there are people from this chat room who I had not met before who showed up for that memorial.
I wanted to come. I wish I could have.
Yeah, I know.
I
but when I
seriously debated hopping in the car. I really did.
I would have held your hand all day.
Aw.
I did. I had something going
Uh,
on and I couldn't, and I thought I could just jump in the car and go. I really thought about it.
But there are people who are in this group who came, and friends I hadn't seen in 20 years who showed up, who are in this chat room right now. Robin and her daughter Nikki, and I feel so honored and so blessed that because of the internet, I have all of this support. It got me through the hardest thing in my life. And every time somebody brings up, go outside and play, stop looking at the screen, blah, 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 I'm like, but this is where my support group is.
This is where my people are.
This is where my people are.
Last week when I didn't have internet, I was absolutely lost.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I'm a little lost without you, too,
I don't know
to be
what
honest.
I know, I was just saying, we missed you.
Yeah, you were definitely missing from Christina and I's late night chats. We're
Yeah.
group.
I could get one in now and then, but it was like, oh, it was awful.
Yep. And I get that. There have been times, I mean, there are going to be times, in a couple of weeks where I'm going to be driving and not have internet. So, heads up, I won't be on chat Clubhouse that week.
You will be missed.
Thank you.
Most definitely.
Wow. You guys, thank you, first of all, for staying up late. Those of you who are staying up late, for coming on the show.
Early for me.
I know you're like the latest one here. You're also a late night person, so
yeah,
there's that. But I'm so grateful to have this group. Thank you, Lorena. And I got to meet Lorena this weekend. How cool is that? I actually got like a 20-minute talk, be able to just sit down and talk to Lorena. That was really cool. So I feel so blessed and so honored that you have taken time out of your busy schedules. I know you've got things going on in your lives, and I'm just so thankful that you chose to come and spend this hour with me and with my wonderful chat room, because I have like the best chat room in radio. I don't care what anybody says. So
you do.
I do. I have a great chat room. These guys are awesome.
They are.
Yeah. I think Courtney needs to get a prize, like, listener of the year or something, because she listens to all of the shows. Like, she's in everybody's chat room, and we have like 30 shows.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's awesome.
I know, right? She's there for all of them.
Way to go.
I'm so blessed. I'm sorry that Sherry and Jen couldn't be here tonight, but I'll be connecting with them again soon too. Is Jen out in the wilderness again, Diane?
She is. Yeah.
All
she
right.
and her dog are out backpacking.
I
wish I had that courage. I really do. I really wish I did. I would love to do that, but I just fear.
I'd be okay till it got dark.
Yeah,
wait, it gets dark every day,
I went to a yoga camp once and I thought, tent, and I'm laying there and I heard every animal and I was like scared out of my wits.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Lee and Courtney and Lorena. Again, best chat room in radio. I'm telling you, these people are awesome. So we are pretty much out of time, but we have a couple minutes. So what do you guys want to do? I'm opening this up for shameless self-promotion. What do you got?
Well, I'll start.
Okay, jump in there, Diane.
Okay, we are putting together our 4th collaborative book anthology, and it started with Houses of Light, and then we went to Divine Feminine Awakening, and then we went to Wise Woman, Maiden Mother Crone. And this next book is Going Beyond the Programming of Your Life. Releasing and Healing from the Shoulds.
Wow.
Wow.
Did you read that off of something, or do you know that?
No, I got my messages. My guides are giving me all of this.
Awesome.
All of it. And so we have room for authors who want to write a chapter of about 3,000 words. So if you think you might want to start your writing journey, like Christina has been there with us, Tammy has been there with us, Tara has been there with us, and maybe Marilyn will decide to come and join us too. So you can get a hold of me through Christina, and I'd love to chat with you.
Yeah, awesome. Hey, ladies, you have a story, and gentlemen, if you have a story to tell, you don't have to be a great writer. You just need a really good editor, and this group has some amazing editors.
We all help with that. Yes.
Yep, we all do.
So
we'll help you out.
Thank you, Diane. Anybody else want to do some shameless self-promotion?
I'll say quickly, I do energy healing and soul alignment. So if you are going through your awakening and coming up against emotional blocks or energetic blocks, in soul alignment, I connect with your soul and my guidance, and we just go where we go. So we do healings, we do teachings, we do belief reprogramming, kind of anything that I'm guided to do, and they're super fun, and a lot of clarity and a lot of healing. So,
and Tara also has a YouTube channel and a TikTok where she does readings and she does flower essences. I know I can say that word.
You can.
Flower essences. All right, you can say that word.
Flower essences. I do flower and gem essence healings as part of my energy work. So, yeah.
Highly recommend that. Highly recommend.
Highly recommend it.
Yes. I have had sessions with Tara that were just life-changing.
Life-changing, yeah, me too. I'll quickly say, because I'm sure we're running out of time, every Monday night before Christina's show at 8 p.m. Eastern time, I do Monday Night Live Tarot when my internet works or we're not having a thunderstorm.
When you don't have a tornado going on.
Complimentary mini readings, and then we have links to schedule extended readings. So every Monday night at 8, most Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time on my group, Mending Hearts with Self-Love, which is a private group in a very safe space.
Tara, Shelly Beans wants to know the name of your YouTube channel.
TSW Life Coaching.
TSW Life Coaching. Awesome.
Yeah. C is in Charlie. Yeah.
T?
C is in Charlie.
C is
no,
in Charlie.
T.
T is in Tara.
Oh my God! How did I read? How did I screw that up?
It's all good.
I don't know. How did I know better?
It's all good.
It's my name, Tara Stricker Woodhouse.
I know it's your name. I mean, that's what I mean. How the heck did I screw that up?
It's your soul name.
It up there for you in the chat. So.
Oh, soul name, right?
Yeah.
Monday. Oh, hers is. She's in Eastern time, Courtney. So Tammy Jean is in Eastern time.
8 p.m. Eastern time.
Eastern, which is 7
Central.
Yeah. Because she said at Monday at 8 a.m. I'm taken.
No. Oh, hell no.
8 p.m. Monday at 8 I'm taken. So at 7 our time is when Tammy Jean does the tarot readings.
Yep.
Marilyn, you got anything you want to share?
No.
I did all mine at the beginning, but I am scheduling private reading appointments for psychic readings, mediumship, Akashic records, spirit guides, you name it, I do it. Unless it involves things with memorization, like astrology or
or
numerology or palmistry, because that stuff I haven't learned any of that. If it isn't intuitive, sorry.
Astrology is a whole new language.
Yeah.
Courtney says Tammy Jenna. I think she meant Jean. I'm hearing your name with the Jolene song.
Oh Lord. That's interesting.
I hope it's the new version.
We are currently holding our producer here hostage, so we're gonna let him go. But I want to thank you all so much for being here tonight, and I want to thank everyone in the chat room for joining in and sharing your lovely energy with us. And I am so grateful for every single one of you.
As we
Thank you all for joining.
Signing off, and I'll see you all next week when I have Greg Gonzalez, who's going to talk to us about storytelling and the importance of it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The truth is here and now on WLTK-DB Talk Radio. at WLTK-DB.com.